A meal is an eating occasion that takes place at a certain time and includes specific, prepared food, or the food eaten on that occasion. The names used for specific meals in English varies greatly depending on the speaker's culture, the time of day, or the size of the meal. Meals occur primarily at homes, restaurants, and cafeterias, but may occur anywhere. Regular meals occur on a daily basis, typically several times a day. Special meals are usually held in conjunction with such occasions as birthdays, weddings, anniversaries, and holidays. A meal is different from a snack in that meals are generally larger, more varied, and more filling than snacks. Common meals, mealtimes, the type of meal served or eaten at any given time varies by custom and location. In most modern cultures, 3 main meals are eaten, in the morning, early afternoon, and evening. Further, the names of meals are often interchangeable by custom as well. Some serve dinner as the main meal at midday, with supper as the late afternoon early evening meal. While others may call their midday meal lunch and their early evening meal supper. Except for breakfast, these names can vary from region to region or even from family to family. Breakfast is eaten within an hour or two after a person wakes in the morning. Lunch or dinner is eaten around midday, usually between 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. In some areas, the name for this meal depends on its content. Supper or dinner or tea is eaten in the evening. In some areas, the name for this meal depends on its content, but many English speakers use dinner for this meal regardless of size. Other types of meals. A barbecue is a meal at which food is cooked out of doors on an open fire or portable grill. A banquet is a large, formal, elaborate meal, with many guests and dishes. A blue plate special is a term used in the United States by restaurants that refers to a specially low-priced meal, usually changing daily. Brunch is a late morning meal, usually larger than a breakfast and usually replacing both breakfast and lunch. It is most common on Sundays. Brunch originated in England in the late 1800s, and in the 1930s became popular in the United States. A buffet typically involves diners serving themselves from foods placed in a public area. Buffets are effective for serving large numbers of people at once, and are often seen in institutional settings, such as business conventions or large parties. Some restaurants also offer buffets, such as a lunch buffet, or are specifically buffet restaurants. Elevenses, also called morning tea, is a light snack and drink taken in the late morning after breakfast and before lunch. A last meal is a meal served to a prisoner before his execution. A multi-course meal is a meal of multiple dishes served in sequence. A full-course dinner in its simplest form, can consist of 3 or 4 courses, such as soup, salad, meat and dessert. In formal dining, a full-course dinner can consist of many courses, and in some instances the courses are carefully planned to complement each other gastronomically. A main course is the featured or primary dish in a meal consisting of several courses. It usually follows the intra-copyrighty course. In the United States it may in fact be called entree. Meals on Wheels are meals delivered as a service to the homes of people who are unable to prepare their own. A meal train. Meal trains are commonly organized after significant life events, including birth, adoption, surgery, illness, death, divorce, new job, or moving to a new community. Caring friends, family, co-workers, congregation members, neighbors, and communities show their excitement or compassion through the organized delivery meals. A picnic is an outdoor meal where one brings one's food, such as a sandwich or a prepared meal. It often takes place in a natural or recreational area, such as a park, forest, beach, or lawn. On long drives a picnic may take place at a roadside stop such as a rest area. Picnics are often consumed on a picnic table. A potluck is a gathering of people where each person or group of people may contribute a dish of food prepared by the person or the group of people, to be shared among the group. Second breakfast is a traditional mid-morning meal served in parts of Central Europe, that is Austria, Bavaria and Poland. Tea can refer to any of several different meals or mealtimes, depending on a country's customs and its history of drinking tea. However, in those countries where the term's use is common, The influences are generally those of the former British Empire. Tea as a meal can be small or large. Afternoon tea is a mid-afternoon meal, typically taken at 4 p.m., consisting of light fare such as small sandwiches, individual cakes and scones with tea. High tea is a British meal usually eaten in the early evening. Tiffin is a second breakfast or light lunch, most commonly in India. Tiffin can also refer to boxed or packaged lunches that are delivered by dabbawalas in Mumbai to workers in the city. Ra copyright violin is a celebratory long dinner held on Christmas Eve in French-speaking countries. Sacred meals, such as the Eucharist, a form of theophagy or symbolic rite. Symbolic meals, such as were prepared for or represented in tombs, were designed for consumption by the deceased in the afterlife. They are often represented in funerary art. A wedding breakfast is a dinner given to the bride, groom, and guests at the wedding reception that follows a wedding in the United Kingdom, Australia, Germany, Austria and Scandinavia. Rehearsal dinner a pre-wedding ceremony in North American tradition, usually held after the wedding rehearsal and the night before the wedding ceremony. Yam kha is a Cantonese morning or afternoon meal where dim sum dishes and tea are served. In the US and UK, the word dim sum is often used in place of yam kha. See also, types of meals. Meal structure and cuisines. Related terms and concepts. References. Further reading, Flandrin, Jean-Louis. Arranging the Meal, A History of Table Service in France. University of California Press. ISBN 0520238850, Latham, Jean. The Pleasure of Your Company, A History of Manners and Meals, London, A&C Black. ISBN 0713612649, Pollan, Michael. The Omnivore's Dilemma, A Natural History of Four Meals. Penguin. ISBN 1594290823, This, Hervé copyright. Building a Meal, From Molecular Gastronomy to Culinary Constructivism. Columbia University Press. ISBN 0231144660, External links, OE What Time is Dinner? A historian looks at the evolution of mealtimes. Easy Meals on Budget and Cheap and Healthy Eating Tips by Ali Carrot. OE Small Meals or Big Ones? A comparison of the number of meals taken per day.